So you're a fan of Virgin River, the heartwarming Netflix series based on the best-selling novel series by Robin Carr? Well, buckle up, because you're about to discover some Easter eggs that will make you say, "Who knew?" Now, if you think the show and the book are one and the same, think again. From being shot in Vancouver, Canada, to seashells being placed on top of headstones, these are Virgin River Easter eggs only true fans would have noticed. Who knew that a little show called Virgin River could pack such a punch with its Easter eggs? Let's start with the first one that'll leave you saying, "Wait, what?" The novel series is set in the beautiful redwood forests of California. But did you know that the show was actually filmed in and around Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada? That's right, it's like a game of fake it till you make it. But don't just take our word for it. Let's take a deeper dive into the locations. Have you ever watched a scene and thought, "This place looks familiar"? Well, that's because some of the exterior shots of the fictional village were recorded on Bowen Island. The scenes featuring Paige's Bakeway food truck and the Virgin River Community Picnic from episode 4 of season 2 were shot at the Deer Lake Park and Foreshore Park in Burnaby. But what about the locations for the characters' homes? The gigantic Vernon Mullins Family Practice Clinic House is located at 122 First Street in New Westminster. But Donk's house interiors are a set built in studios. And remember the mayor of Virgin River, Hope McCrae? She lived in the Edgar residence at 6450 Deer Lake Drive in Burnaby. The village residence was actually the first building to be built on the south shore of Deer Lake in 1912 and registered as a historic heritage building. In the second episode of season 2, remember when Mel was running across the Capilano Suspension Bridge Park? It's one of the most popular tourist attractions in Vancouver, British Columbia. And you never know, you might even spot yourself in the background of a shot or two. And who can forget when Preacher and Paige had a walk near the lush forests, trails, and wooden bridges of the Capilano River National Park? So, now that you know all about the filming locations, why not plan a trip to Vancouver and experience the magic of Virgin River for yourself? Step right up, folks, and welcome to the most famous cabin in town. A creaky old house that's been around since 1952 and still standing strong. Some say it's held together by duct tape and magic. It's located in the picturesque Myrtle Fraser Park, just a stone's throw away from the Pitch and Putt public golf course. But wait, there's more. This humble abode has played host to some of the biggest titles in TV and film. You may have seen it on shows like Siren, The Flash, The Magicians, Once Upon a Time, and a few others. The cabin has more IMDb credits than Meryl Streep. And here's a fun fact for all the foodies out there. Remember that romantic dinner scene in Home Before Dark? The one where Melinda and Jack share a candlelit meal at a fancy restaurant? Well, in real life, that restaurant was none other than the Crab King. So, pack your bags and head on down to Erie Harbor, Washington, where you could see all this and more, if you dare. If you're a fan of both the books and the series, you may have noticed a rather significant change. In the show, there's no confusing the matter of who the father of the twins is. It's widely accepted and understood that they belong to Charmaine's former flame, Jack. However, in the books, the situation is a bit more complicated. While Charmaine does become pregnant, the biological father of the twins is someone else entirely, and it's not Jack. A classic case of art imitating life or life imitating art, depending on which version you prefer. We're about to delve into the world of Mel and the major loss she suffered, the death of her beloved husband, Mark. Fans of both the books and the television series can attest to the trauma Mel has faced and can truly empathize with her. In the book, Mark met his untimely demise in a deadly crossfire at a convenience store, leaving Mel to pick up the pieces. But in the series, it's an even more shocking twist. Mark's life is taken in a gruesome motor accident that leaves Mel reeling. What inspired the title Virgin River? It's named after the Virgin River, a 162-mile-long tributary of the Colorado River running through Utah, Nevada, and Arizona. Designated Utah's first wild and scenic river in 2009, it was named after its founder, Thomas Virgin. It was originally named Adams River after President John Quincy Adams, but changed to its current name by John C. Fremont. Another part of the thrilling adventure through the pages and screens of Robin Carr's beloved novel series is the fact that plots and characters are presented differently. If you're a fan of the books, you know just how easy it is to get lost in the captivating world of Virgin River and Shelter Mountain. But hold on tight, because things are about to get even more exciting. In the first season of the television series, fans will notice that the concepts and plots of the two books have been merged. While this may be confusing for some, it only adds to the thrill and excitement of the show. With characters being introduced earlier and some personalities being downplayed, followers of both the books and the series have plenty to talk about after each episode. One of the most talked about characters, Preacher, is adorably portrayed in Season 2, and his relationship with Paige is nothing short of beautiful. However, fans of the books note that Preacher's character wasn't as deep or prominent in the show as it was in the novels. Hope and Doc's characters also sparked a lot of discussion, with fans commenting on the comical nature of Hope's character in particular. Eagle-eyed fans of the series take note. In Episode 1 of Season 2, Mel pays a visit to her late husband's headstone and leaves a special token behind. She places a shell on the headstone, a nod to his love for sailing and a symbol of her longing for him. But wait, there's more to this shell than meets the eye. It turns out that this traditional act holds a deeper religious significance. Placing a shell on a headstone is seen as a statement of the deceased's newfound faith. So not only is Mel missing her beloved husband, but she's also expressing her hope for his spiritual journey. Mel and Jack's love story in the small town of Virgin River has been a roller coaster of emotions, full of ups and downs. Despite their trials, it seems the couple are now on the path to finding their happy ending following the news that they're expecting a baby. Not only that, but fans were elated to hear that Virgin River had been renewed for a 5th season, signaling that Mel and Jack's story is far from over. Although the entire cast has been busy filming the 5th season, they still managed to take time to share updates and photos with their fans through social media. Fans can expect plenty more action-packed episodes full of love and adventure in Virgin River. Until then, Mel and Jack's journey in the small town will continue to bring new surprises, twists, and turns that viewers will be sure to love. There you have it, ladies and gents. Those are Virgin River Easter eggs only true fans would have noticed.